my sweet Vegians? Evie, the original master here. And why am I in my bathroom? I just wanted to change the intro up a bit. Welcome back to another VeggieTales review. Today we're going to sail the 7 seas in Lyle the Kindly Viking, released in March of 2001. So without further ado, let's sit back and enjoy the video while I take this paper towel here and put it over my face. Well, this isn't helping.
Hi kids, I'm Bob the Tomato.
And I'm Larry the Cucumber.
Welcome to VeggieTales. And now Larry and I have gotten a lot of letters with questions about sharing.
Oh boy, a sharing episode? This sounds really interesting. Ooh, I can't wait to hear what the letter's about.
We sure have. When do I have to share? Why do I have to share? Whatever happened to Funny and Share? Questions, questions, questions.
Yeah.
Now this is exactly why Bob is one of my favorite characters. He does not give any of Larry's crap, and I agree with him. Hey look, it's Archibald. It's been a while since we've seen him on the countertop. I wonder what he has in store for us today.
I couldn't help but notice that in King George and the Ducky, you let Jimmy and Jerry put on a show. Yeah, but it didn't work out very well.
Exactly, it didn't go too well because freaking Jimmy and Jerry didn't even know what they were doing. So, what they're saying here is that Archibald wants to host a show. That's actually really interesting. Yeah, let him host a show instead of Larry and Bob because they've been hosting the show since Where's God When I'm Scared since the beginning. Why not? It's time for you to give characters their own spotlights for once. So since now Archibald is the host of this episode, the first segment is basically a retelling of Shakespeare's Hamlet, but instead it's called... Yes, ladies and gentlemen, freaking Felipe and Jean-Claude over here is giving Archibald a book named Omelette. Like, boy, what were they thinking?
Majesty, the troubled Prince Omelette requests his dairy eggs.
Cooked, light, and fluffy.
So basically, Chef Scooter over here is showing them that they only have not that much eggs left in their carton, and then shows it to Jimmy Gord, who plays Omelette for this story. And then we see Archibald shoving in Mr. Lunn into the set, where Mr. Lunn has to be played as a female.
Shakespeare's day, all the women's roles were played by men.
It is I, the fair Ophelia.
Pray thee, what news, fair Ophelia? I beseech thee, my lady.
So Ophelia, played by Mr. Lunt, which is a female character, then tells Omelette that the whole town is starving and didn't eat eggs for them to consume, but Omelette over here does not want to share his omelet. He then finds one of the French peas playing Battleship, then Omelette over here then decides to share a piece of his omelet to the French pea, and then confronts the whole town that he's sharing from now on.
What? We thought those were ping pong balls.
Really? You thought the eggs were ping pong balls? Really, Jerry Gord? Are you that dumb? Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I guess it was Shakespearean time, so I think ping pong wasn't invented yet.
Did you understand any of that?
Not a word.
Oh great. This episode was doing so good until Junior had to show up and ruin it. I didn't know he was going to be in this episode.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show.
Stop! Don't even think about it!
Really, my dude? This is the second Silly Songs with Larry that you had to interrupt and ruin it. Like, first of all, I would have expected that Silly Song was going to be really good. I think it would have been about Larry joining a circus or something. That would have been a good Silly Song. But nope, Archibald had to show up and ruin it. Thanks, Archibald. That's really kind of you.
Now it is time for Classy Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a classy song.
I would rather drill a hole through my brain than watching Classy Songs with Larry. Like, seriously, the freaking silly song about Larry joining a circus could have been better than this film. Screw you, Archibald. I hate you.
One day, while he was waiting for the trolley, he had a hat.
My Heisel cat.
He wore it high upon his head so proudly, a beautiful hat.
My Heisel cat.
So Larry's high silk hat is in the tune of Felincoli Feluncala. I think I'm mispronouncing it, but I don't care. I don't speak Italian. But yeah, silly song is actually really catchy and I love it. Oh, by the way, remember in Larry Boy and the Fit from Outer Space, Junior mentioned a guy named Apragati? That's him right next to Mr. Nezzer. Holy crap.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
Now what do you think of that?
So after that Omelette story and that silly song, we finally get to the main segment of the episode, Lyle the Kindly Viking, which is a musical pop-up book.
Once upon a time, there was a little village by the sea where there dwelt a band of Vikings.
Get used to this segment, guys, because most of it is nothing but singing musical numbers. It's not bad in anything, but I wish there was more dialogue than singing. But the songs here aren't really that bad. So first of all, we got these two female characters, not going to refer them by their names, singing about these Vikings.
We married Vikings.
Well, you know the terrors of the sea.
They're Vikings.
Wherever they go, pillaging happily.
Why would you marry Vikings? They're like the most threatening things from the 1000s and the 1100s, or medieval time periods. Like, boy, Vikings? When you think of Vikings, you think of evil guys with horn hats and on a ship and going yarg and all that crap. Like, boy, why would you marry Vikings? And here we go, folks. These are our Vikings. They look harmless as heck. So our main Vikings consist of Larry, Bob, Mr. Nezzer, Jimmy and Jerry Gord, and Mr. Lunt. Why these guys? Because they can. And since they're Vikings, their main job is to steal things. That's right. Vikings raids around the place and steals everything. But there's one particular Viking that doesn't do that. And who is that Viking, you may ask? Lyle, played by Junior Asparagus. Why Junior? Because why the heck not?
Good morning, Lyle.
Good morning.
You missed another raid, Lyle.
I know. I was making stuff.
Lyle, what are you doing? I hope the stuff that you're talking about isn't bad stuff like weed or pot. Like, I bet there's weed inside that box. Bag. Now I'm the one who's taking L's. Nah, don't worry, kiddies. He's just making pot holders. Pot holders? For what?
Here's your share of the loot, Lyle. Don't worry, it's the least we could give you.
Thanks. Hi, Sven. Hi, Utar.
Snan and Utar? What kind of names are those? Why does Snan has two breasts? This is a Christian show for kids. And why does Snan only has one horn on his helmet? A Viking's helmet has two horns, not one. Take an L, big idea. And so Olaf, played by Mr. Nezzer, breaks into a singing number, singing about what is up with Lyle. I don't see anything wrong with him.
What's up with Lyle? What's up with Lyle? I'm telling you that boy.
Okay, alright. Mr. Nezzer, oh my god. This dude is like a flat out gospel singer. He's like, boy. Man, I tell you, man, this is some funny crap right here. That is the most funniest thing I've ever heard from the show. Man, this is hilarious. I love it. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I mean, to be honest, I don't see anything wrong with Lyle. He's just a different kind of Viking. Instead of stealing things, he'd rather make things and share them with people. I mean, what's wrong with that? He's a kid. Give him a break. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Lyle's a piece of crap.
You guys go ahead. We'll catch up.
Shut up!
Sven, you don't have to sing.
But it's a musical.
Yeah, I know, but you don't have to sing every line in a musical. Talking is okay, too.
Thank you, Utar, because his voice cracks gets on my nerves. So Sven and Utar decides to go out to find out what Lyle is up to.
Closer? No, too close. No.
Would you?
Okay, at this point, Utar's blood pressure is probably up the charts of how much he has to scream at Finns. And so Lyle pays a visit to Paul Great Monk, yes, he's playing as a monk, with his pea children, while Finns and Utar are fighting with the binoculars.
Those were Olaf.
Oh great, now Olaf's gonna kick Lyle's butt, Utar's butt, and Finn's butt. Yay, triple beating.
Dear monks, what can I say? My friends have taken your things away.
Look, Lyle, those aren't your friends. If they were your friends, they could have been nice to you since, I don't know, the day y'all met or some crap. How you guys even meet in the first place? No, true story. Why are these Vikings even stealing their stuff in the first place? Like, give us a backstory of how Lyle, Utar, and Finns, and all the other characters, how they first met and became the Vikings that they are today. Like, come on, Archibald, give us a backstory here.
Pot holders.
Boys?
Thank you.
No, please, no. I would rather hear Lyle sing, not these innocent children singing. Did Phil Fisher hired a bunch of kids into his studio for this? So after that singing number, Lyle returns home. Great. And this is what he gets in return.
So fast, don't take another hop. We know where you've been, and we think it's gotta stop. Huh?
We Vikings rule the seas. We pillage and attack. We never say please, and we never give stuff back.
Not to mention the potholders.
Okay, if you thought that singing number was okay or bad enough, there's another one following after this from Lyle. Why? Why 2 back-to-back singing numbers? I want more dialogue, not singing. Oh, it's called a musical. Musical my butthole. I want dialogue, my guy, not musical numbers. Please stop singing. So then Lyle sings a song about friendship because sharing is caring, and if you share your things, you'll become friends with one another.
TVs.
And for the safety of the Viking crew and Lyle's protection, Uttar and Finns dares not to tell Olaf about Lyle becoming friends with the monks, because if he finds out, they'll be screwed. And so, the Viking crew heads back to the monks area to steal their stuff once again. But trouble has stirred where Lyle is already there talking with the monks, and so it is up to Finns and Uttar to distract Olaf. How do they distract Olaf, you may ask? By another singing number! Yeah! Because we like to sing, don't we?
Look, Olaf, there's a fish with a pretty yellow circle at the bottom of the backside of his fin. Look, Olaf, there's another and another and another. And that little one has got a funny grin. Look, Olaf, way down underneath the water. It's the biggest fish I think I've ever seen. Look, Olaf, he's got purple spots and orange and yellow markings and a dorsal fin that's iridescent green.
Well, okay, that was a weird singing number, but that ending tune, though. Holy crap, Kirk Heineke. 2 thumbs up to you. Finns, you know this is a kid's show, right? Please don't be making smirk faces.
Look, Olaf, there's a turtle and he's wearing pink pajamas and he's got a cowboy hat upon his lid. Look, Olaf, very close and see he's riding on a llama and he's chasing down to herd a giant squid. Look, Olaf. There's a whale that's dancing with a bear.
Look, Olaf, it's a mermaid.
It's an ostrich.
It's a bunny. Look, Olaf, please look anywhere.
Okay, I think we get it. I think Olaf has been distracted enough. I think he has. Well, it's time to move on, guys, because we're almost done with this episode. But Olaf has caught Lyle giving things to the monks, and now he's in big trouble.
Big trouble!
I freaking love this scene. You got the rain going on, you got Olaf confronting with Lyle, and guess what he does? He jumps into his boat and tears it apart. This is my favorite incarnation of Mr. Nezzer. And not only that, he even takes his oars and throws them in the sea. Mr. Nezzer for president as best VeggieTales villain. Okay, I really don't get this scene. A giant wave crashes into the Viking ship, and look at the Vikings' faces. And look at Olaf, he looks so guilty. For what? Lyle broke the rules by giving things to the monks. You know that's against your rules, right? That is amazing. That is amazing. That is some top-notch visuals there. For 2001? Holy crap, this is good for that time period. And now it is up to the monks and his children to save the day. Way to go, Pong. You had one job was to save Junior, but nope, you let one of your child flew into the ocean. Way to go, pal, way to go. Hooray, Lyle and one of the P childrens are saved. But what about the Vikings, you may ask? Yep, they get saved as well, because why the heck not? Because God wants everyone to share, because sharing is caring. And so, everyone is saved, and all the Vikings sings a song about Lyle and the monks for saving them. Hooray!
Does that mean we can't be Vikings anymore?
Not necessarily, but I do think you need to change your song.
And so, Paul Great Monk and the Vikings became best of friends while they sing the Viking song again, but with different lyrics to make it seem more friendly to them.
What? That's not right. That's the wrong Gilbert and Sullivan. This wasn't their lost musical at all.
We liked it.
Oh, that's what I get for working with pigs! I could have your union cards for this, you know! You'll never work on the West End again!
Well, guys, that was my review on Lyle the Kindly Viking, and it was freaking good! Oh my god, this is my new favorite episode. The Omelette segment was pretty good. Larry's High Silk Hat Silly Song was actually pretty good and decent as well. But the Lyle segment, good. I loved it. This was a really good episode, you guys. Well, that's my review for Lyle the Kindly Viking. I'll see you guys next time on review on the wonderful world of autotainment. So with that said, God made you special and he loves you very much. Goodbye.